A reasonable life can be achieved by anyone. An okay life, an okay job, okay relationships, anyone can have these. If you want a great life, you must commit to leading a great life. To doing things the majority do not do. Commit to thinking like the minority, not like the majority. Here are 7 principles to live by for an abundant, happy, successful life. Number 1, the first principle to live by is that one day you will be gone. It may be in 50 years, it may be in 50 weeks, it may be next week, or even today. I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows. And rather than live in fear of this, we should embrace the fact that this life is short and unpredictable. Knowing this, we must live fully today. It is not a recipe for recklessness, rather a recipe to give your all today, to give your very best today in everything you do, to give your greatest energy to this day, to your family, to everyone you encounter today. It is a reminder for you to leave your best self in each moment. What if they couldn't speak to you tomorrow? What if you were gone tomorrow? What would they speak of you? What can you do that will leave a lasting, positive memory in the lives of everyone you come into contact with? It is about being lighthearted, knowing that in the end, none of this stuff matters. The only thing that ever matters is how you made others feel and how you felt in your own heart. It is about knowing that things can never go with you in the end. The spirit lives on, but the things, they die with your physical body. Remembering that we are going to die is the greatest reminder we can have in our daily lives, because it keeps us focused on what's really important and is real. Number 2, there is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. If there has been someone, even one person on this planet that has done it before, that means you can too. It doesn't mean it will be easy, but it does mean it is possible. And as long as it is possible, you can work towards it. You can make a plan. Learn what needs to be done for you to live your craziest, most abundant life. A life most would consider impossible. But you know, impossible broken down states, I am possible. You know, impossible broken down is simply the process of making a plan and being willing to work for that plan. Principle number 3. Nothing is worth it if it doesn't make you happy. If it doesn't A, make you happy, or B, make you better, don't make time for it. Now, before any of you jump on this, let me clarify. Nothing is worth it if it doesn't make you happy. That means if it doesn't make you happy now, while you're doing it, or it isn't going to make you happy as a result of doing it, it most likely is not worth it. Just about everything worth fighting for is going to require a real fight to win a great prize. You will have to suffer and sacrifice for almost anything worthwhile in life. But you should ask yourself this question about everything you do in your life. Does this make me happy? If the answer is no, ask yourself, will this sacrifice I am making lead to more happiness in the long term? If not, you should let it go. Number 4, be yourself, always, no exceptions. It's such a tragedy to see so many people on this planet living lives they don't want to live, just because they listened to other people who did the same. The only way you can live happy in this life, the only way you can be successful is if you be you. Let me repeat that, because perhaps it is the most important thing you could ever apply to your life. The only way you can be happy in this life, the only way you can be successful is if you be you. You will never be truly happy in life if you are constantly doing things to please others, to compete with others, or to be like another. You are unique, and that is your greatest. You follow your own path, regardless if that fits in with others. You open up space for great things to enter your life. Compare yourself to no one. Compete with no other. Make your own decisions, and it will lead to your greatest life. Principle number 5, everything you need is already within you. In this world, we see endless examples of people who seemingly have it all, materially speaking, but they are empty inside. Things will never complete you. Other people will never complete you, regardless of what Jerry Maguire says. There's a saying, needing nothing attracts everything. When you come from a place of needing nothing, of seeking nothing outside yourself to make you happy, you open up space for more amazing things to enter your life. And if things don't come, that's fine. You don't need them. Real happiness is never found outside of us. It is not found in possessions or wealth. Happiness is always and only found within us. It is a state of mind. Never forget this. Happiness is the highest level of success. Do what feels good. The rest will follow. Principle number 6. There's no room for toxic people, but there is never-ending space for positive energy and positive people. Surrounding yourself with energy killers is one of the worst things you can do if you want to live a happy, fulfilled, and successful life. Unfortunately, not everyone, including families and friends, will share the same positive energy you have. Some will take a while. Some might never get there. Let them run their own race, while you focus on living your own happiness. Those who are truly aligned with you will never hold you back from living the life you want to live. Don't ever dim your light to fit in with others. Shine bright. Those who see your spark will shine with you. Remember, you cannot live a great life, a happy life, if you surround yourself with toxic people. Principle number 7. Whatever you focus on, you will find. If you search for negativity in this world, you will find plenty of it. If you search for hate, anger, violence, and sadness, you will find it. But the same is true on the flip side. If your only intention is to search for the good, you will find only the good. Whatever meaning you give your life becomes your life. It can be a failure or a lesson, heartbreak or character building. Life is against you or making you stronger. Because there is no such thing as reality. We choose our own reality by the meaning we give each moment in our lives. Make it your intention to look for the good in your life, to notice the good in others, to be grateful for what you do have, to see challenges as opportunities to show your true character. Remember, what you give your attention to will become your experience in life. Practice seeing the good in your life and in others. Think the best, expect the best, and always ask yourself, how can this benefit my life? Leave who you were, love who you are, and look forward to who you will become.
lot of people ask me all the time, how did you make it? How did you make it?
In my life, there have been lots of doors that closed. There I was homeless, there I was struggling, there I was hungry, trying to get this play off the ground. And I knew I had an idea, I knew I had something special, I knew I had something different. Nobody would invest in it. Every time I'd ask people, they would lie to me. They would, no, you don't have anything special, that's not gonna work, who do you think you are? If there are people who are telling you what you can't do, this won't work, you won't be able to make it, that's not gonna happen. Don't listen to them. And don't worry about when doors start to close. In my life, God closed every door on me. I went to a lot of different people that could have helped. God closed all of those doors in the beginning. Sometimes in life, God wants your story to be such a miracle that He shuts down every avenue. Every door will be closed so that you can only go to Him for the answer. There is not one person, not even myself, that can claim that they made all of this happen for me. So many things had to fall in place. Me as a human being, I couldn't do it. I had to be in the right place at the right time, on the right street, on the right day. There is a strategic plan on your life when you pray and believe. Everything that is supposed to happen in your life will happen. If the doors are closing, there are times when it's God closing doors like a maze so that you're forced to go one way and only look to Him to know that it was Him that blessed you in your life.
It was nothing but the grace of God. Nothing but the grace of God. You can go around giving your business card to people. You can go around knocking on doors and auditioning. You can do all of that every day of your life. You can plant seeds all day long. When a seed is planted in the ground, all you can do is water it. You cannot control the sunshine, you cannot control the weather, and you cannot control whether the locusts will come and try and destroy it. All you can do, water it and believe. That is what allowed me to be in this position right now. I would not stop believing. I planted my seed, I worked really hard. My only idea, my only focus was to do my one play. And I knew if I could get that to work, everything else would come to pass. If you spread the water across many, many seeds, you don't have as much water for one seed. So focus on one thing. Make it your priority and stick with it no matter what. No matter how many people told me no, no matter how many people lied to me, no matter how many times I put the show up and nobody came. When I did my very first show, I worked my butt off and saved $12,000 tax returns. Thought that 1,200 people would come over a weekend and 30 showed up and I knew every one of them. That was in 1992, 93. Same thing happened. 94, 95, 96, 97, up until 1998. Same devastation, nobody showing up in the audience. But I didn't stop. That didn't deter me. You cannot stop believing in any way. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, you have to know it beyond knowing it. When something's for you, there's a feeling that is deep down inside of you that will not allow you to let it go. It will keep you going when you can't even keep yourself going, because there comes a time in your life where you've worked and you've stressed and you tried to get there and you couldn't on your own, but you have a dream. And that dream has to take on the belief for you because you can't do it by yourself. Don't stop. Narrow your focus to one idea. One, and make it work. That will give birth to all the others. All you can do is plant the seed and water it. God Himself has to give the increase. Only God can make the sunshine. Only God can bring the rain. But if you've planted the seed, then you've done your part. Anything you want is possible.
I was in my comfort zone. I was doing just enough to get by. I was working on a job. They paid me just enough to keep me from quitting, and I worked just hard enough to keep from getting fired. How many know people like that? Blink your eyes if you understand what I'm talking about. I was parked. I knew I could do more. But when my mama died, it took something out of me. When I went through a divorce, it took something out of me. When my best friend died, it took something out of me. I paused. And somebody said that life is like an onion. You have to peel it one layer at a time. And sometimes you cry. Life's going to happen to you when you have a dream. You're going to get slapped around. And don't take it personal. Don't ask, why did this have to happen to me? Why not you? Who would you suggest? You want to give us some names, some email addresses? And don't tell everybody. 80% don't care and 20% glad it's you. It's called life. Suck it up and move on. Get over it. It happens to everybody. Here's the other thing: as you look at your goals and look at your dreams, when you're going through some stuff, repeat out to me, please. When things go wrong, don't go with them. Yes, write that down. When things go wrong, don't go with them. When you're working on a business deal, you're counting on some money. Someone said you will get the loan, and it falls through. You have an event, and the people that you thought would be there and support you, they don't come through. Or someone turns against you, or you get ripped off. It's going to happen to you. Happened to me. Someone stole all my products, my database, over 180,000 names and addresses. It's not personal. It's going to happen to everybody. It does. 8 out of 10 millionaires have been financially bankrupt. Walt Disney had he filed bankruptcy 7 times and had 2 nervous breakdowns. It's called life. But I got a saying: when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You've got the power in you to do that. You've got something special. You've got comeback power. Here's the other thing. Let us say together, it's possible. It's necessary. It's me. Yes, write that down. It's me. Take ownership for your life. Nobody can live your dream for you but you. Nobody's going to take care of your business like you. Stop coming up with excuses. Don't give yourself permission to continue to live a small life. You can't fit a big dream into a small life. Give yourself permission to go for it, to test yourself, to challenge yourself, to live full. I like the saying, always strive to get on top in life, because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. The reason you're here is because there's something in you that says, I can do more. This just can't be it. There's something in you. There's a calling on your life. There's something in your heart that caused you to get dressed and spend the money to go to seminar after seminar and listen to message after message and speaker after speaker. Because there's something in you that tells you this is not it for you. You have not peaked here. There's more in you that you are expressing. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what's in store for you if you challenge yourself, if you persist and persevere, if you take ownership for your life. George Bernard Shaw said the people that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. Create what you want. You have the power in you to do more than you can ever begin to imagine, to control your destiny, to make a difference in our children, to make a difference on the planet, to make an impact. Let us say together, it's me. And let us say together, it's hard. Say it like you know it. Say, it's hard. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard. There are people who have seen their retirements taken away from them by the corporations that they work for. They were within